Hello, my name is Esther. I'm a data analyst and I work with Denaco Analytics. Now, this video is about week 2's advanced Excel general overview as a note we covered in week 2 of Excel. That's pivot tables, data models, slices, and dashboards majorly. Yeah. So having data like this is data about a Form 2 class. You've got the subjects they took. Okay, let me rename this from science to Swahili. Got history. Religious education. Biology. Chemistry. And physics. Now I'm going to use the function run to between to get marks. So copy, then paste, but you just want to paste values only. You don't want to paste the formula. I think we've covered how to do this in our previous classes. Yeah, and then you can delete this. Clear all. Now, once as this is already formatted as a table, we are not going to use the normal formulas. We are going to use table formula. So total is equals to sum. Now, so physics. When you format it as a table, you don't have to drag the formula to the bottom. The whole formula is dragged. Then you can go to average. It's equals to average. You can go to rank. Now for rank, the function is equals to rank. The number you want to rank, comma, the reference, that's the whole average column, then comma, the order you want it in descending order. Yeah, that's just an overview, but I don't want to do this here. Let me use data models, so I'm going to delete these columns. So how do you create how do you create a data model? You come here to the table and then you say add to the power pivot here. You can also get it here. The moment you click on this, it should automatically reroute you to the power pivot, to the data model. So power pivot, you want to add this to data model. You add tables to data models. You can rename it however you want. For example, score, enter, and that's it. Now you can add columns here. It's the same as the other one, but here you have to be a bit. If you want average, average will be equal to maths. You add to English. You add to Swahili. You add to history. Not the whole of history, but history. You add array. You add biology. You add chemistry. And then you add physics. Close that bracket, and then you divide by the total number of subjects. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Divide by 8. Yeah, and that's that. And you're going to get a very good answer over there. Then you can also rename this column. Now that's the filter pattern. I want to rename the column to average. Now this is what you call a calculated column. You can even do ranking here. It's equals to rank. Now rank equivalent, it's almost the same as rank. It only means that people have tried to have the same number, which also applies to the function rank. So you want to rank the value. Okay, that formula is okay. Yeah, scores at average. Okay, so this is working. So rank scores, comma, average for the whole of average, or you can select the whole of average. Still the same, comma, you want it descending. Here it's using descent instead of 0 or 1, but it is a guided formula. It's a guided function. You write equals and you get his number 40. That's that. Now, you can sort this in ascending order, whereby you get to see number 1. There are no ties. There should be a tie somewhere. Yeah, ties. Now they are both number 31 and the next one is number 33. Yeah. So we're not done with that table. We're going to come back to it. Then we've got class. You also have to add this to data model. As much as we're dealing with form 2, enter. If I say sort in ascending order, smallest to largest, you can see there is form 2 west and then form 2 east and then form 2 north. Yeah. Then make sure you add all the tables related. Then we've got names. Okay, the names I give here are using an autofill function. Nobody is really named A101, but it works here. So we're going to rename this as. Okay, you come here down and right click. It should work. I don't know why. It's not. Okay, rename. You can write your personal details. PD. Enter. And then you can minimize. Now, for you to create a dashboard, you simply have to rename a sheet and call it dashboard. And there are very many ways you can do that. Now, this one I'm going to name it tables and charts. Now, a dashboard is made up of different charts and they look very organized with various data. Now, that doesn't just come along, you have to create that. So, first things first, in your data model, you go to home or advanced, you have to create relationships design. Yeah, create relationships or manage relationships. Go to datagram view. Now, we create relationships in order data that's the same in this table. Okay, data that's equal to in this table and it's equal to another table. You don't have to duplicate it. For example, the student with the same admission number in scores is the same student with the admission number in class, is the same student the admission number in PT, personal details. So you can simply say this admission number is the same as this admission number. Drag and drop. That's a relationship I'm going to create. That's one way you can create a relationship. Yeah. Also, this one helps in encapsulation and a lot of encapsulation and data abstraction. I mean, everybody has different access to data from the same person. Your HR doesn't can write your leave days, can write the reasons you were sick, the reasons you didn't come to work, as in a lot of personal information that probably don't want your coworkers to see. Yeah, or your payroll master to know. But at the same time, your payroll master has things that your HR doesn't know. For example, your loans, your savings, your debts. That's the job of the payroll master. They do your payroll, so they have different access. Then there is your boss who just needs to know if you're not coming, did you communicate? Not necessarily the reason. And then your coworkers, all that information you don't want them to know, regardless whether in the same system or not, you don't want them to know. So they have limited access. They may have just your employee name and employee ID number. Yeah. So to ensure encapsulation, you have to create different tables for each user and then create relationships so that your employee number in the HR's office is the same as the employee number in your payroll master's office. So there's another way you can create relationships. You come here to create relationships. Okay, this with scores. If you're doing this with class, there is already a relationship. This one is what says there's already a relationship. So we want one with PD. Now admission number and admission number. Okay. So just create that relationship. You can edit the relationship if you so wish. But we're good right now. Then you come here and click pivot table. I just want it here. You can say in your worksheet all the way. And the moment you say insert pivot table, you see that now the tables are here. So you've got a class. You may just want the class itself and the total average. You see at scores, you had an average. You don't want sum of average. You come here and value of field settings. You see you want average of average, which means you can see the average per class. And with that, you can come back here and just say you want a pivot chart on that. This is not total, this is average. Click on an empty cell again. You can also come here to data, no insert, and say pivot chart and pivot table. This one will add both the pivot chart and pivot table. So you can say we want the class and age. No, this is not working. Let's say, for example, maths. I want sum of maths you want to compare. So you come here and say average value in maths. Okay, you may not want maths, you may want English. Not some of English, but oh yeah. And you can go by subject. You can add all subjects, yeah. And it looks a bit crowded, but this is basically to compare performance per subject. Now, I hope you can see my bottom here, or you can just click here, then come back to pivot table analyze. You want average. Notice you can have all these charts in different, all these tables in different sheets. It's my choice to have them in one. And you can have best in any particular subject. So let's go back to insert, pivot table and pivot chart. You've got class. Now for the field settings, we don't want sum of maths, you want the maximum. Maximum returns the highest value in a column, which is what we want. We want to see which score was the highest, not average. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can see your marks of moths over here. Yeah. Now, before my again, of course, you can go to. Start the last sheet. I may want one for age. You've got class. Age, you don't want sum of age. Now you can switch age and class until give you accounts. That is not what I want. Minimum will give me the youngest person in every class. Okay. Let me just leave it at advantage on class. Okay, let's leave it at average. Now, for a dashboard, you simply come here and copy. Copy all the charts you want. So, copy and paste. Okay, before I dismiss this one, let me come here to design and then change column type 5. Okay, let me first finish copy pasting. We can always insert a table from the other side. The total number of students, got average. Okay, for you to build a dashboard, you need to know what you want to see. It's always first and foremost, you need to know what you need to accomplish. What's the one thing that your client wants to see? Copy and paste. Okay. Count name. Yeah. Any other charts that's here and you have not included it? Copy. Means copper subject. Now, average. And if you want to just insert a pivot chart direct, you can come back here and say insert pivot chart. Okay, so personal details. You've got age. I don't want sum of age, I want age. There. Then name. Now name, I want count of name. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. If I add class, this is the age distribution. And let's see whether there is another chart type that's better. So design chart type. We've got templates. Right now none. Liner, pie, area, xi, mob, stock, surface, radar, trim up, histogram, and a funnel window. So cancel, or you can switch to bar, actually pie. Now donut. Let's go with pie. You can always change how it looks. Similar to this. Similar to this. And then the last chart I want to insert. Notice every data you insert here, it's going to get it from the data model. So I wanted one for age. Versus class. Let me reduce the pie chart. And change the chart type to bar charts. And you can have that. Now I'm going to zoom out so to see how our dashboard looks like at the moment. It looks like that. Now there is something you need to insert here. It's called a slicer. So insert slicer, data model, open. You need one for class. Class is a group. You need one for age. If you add for name, you're going to get just one name. You need one for biology, chemistry, English, history, maths. Now let's leave the subjects out, because the subjects are not one entity at the moment. You can put them where you want. Let me just put them there. And then move these charts here. These for the sake of viewing purposes only. Otherwise, how you organize your dashboard is your choice. But for explanation purposes, let it look like that. Now, if for the settings of the slicer, report connections, connect it to every single pivot chart, all of them. Same with class. And you may be asking what a slicer does. A slicer gives you data for just what you wanted. For example, if I want to say the top score for all 16-year-olds, I'll come and click at age 16. Notice that my data has changed completely. Yeah. To know there is no 16-year-old, so there is no 16-year-old here. Average remains the same because average did not have an input on age. Age distribution at 16. Chart title, you've got the same people who were here, other people have been created over here. And let me just add design. Or let me just add here data labels. Yeah, 7 and 3. Yeah, everywhere. That's what it does. You can remove the filter by clicking there. If you want for 18-year-olds, you see the data automatically changes. You've got all the data for the 18-year-olds. If you want for the 22-year-olds, you've got the 22-year-olds. Yeah. If you want, for example, for class twist, okay, let me select a different column. Twist. I get that for just class twist. Here, class, it's twist, it's filtered over here. You can see the age distribution is for the twist class. If I click to north, you can see the age distribution is supposed to change over there. Twist. Yeah, that one changed. That is what slicers are for. It gives the user of the dashboard a chance to filter out just whatever data they want to focus on at the moment. So it doesn't matter that if your data is a bit crowded. Yeah. When this one changes. If I say 19-year-olds into north, then I get that. You can even use multiple slicers at once. Yeah, you can see 19-year-olds. So, and that's what we basically covered in week 2 of Advanced Excel. It's a very good, Excel is a very good tool when it comes to data analytics and data visualization. Yeah, otherwise, my name is Esther. I'm from Danako Analytics, and this is the end of the video. Have a lovely time.